Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On the ready. Bravo!
Mike, 58, right there. Come on, the ball. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Right.
Hey.
58 for Mike. On the ball.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
70,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch gears. Kill. Check three.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's 2nd and 8. This complete to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Give me that ball. Hey, Delta. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Fire.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason looking middle, and that's complete. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Pittsburgh.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Hey, Alpha.
54's Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first run of this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Protein spill. 2.
They will run with Grant.
It's ready.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
54. Mike, 54. You. Hey, what's that? Check, Mike.
Yep.
Mike, 54. I'm scared.
Hey, Echo. Snap.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds. But able to get it up past the 45.
Harris Campbell, a gain of 26 yards. First down, Falcons.
Got it.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got one. Check.
On first down, Grant. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
18 Gator.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the back.
Look. Squeeze.
Show it up. Deuce.
80 weapon.
Hey, check 20.
Now. Big grip.
They go back to Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Check 31. Tighten up.
6-6. Pull it high. Now go. Go.
54. Mike 54.
Say go.
To throw on third down. Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Hey, one set. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ready. 8, read.
49. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49.
Hey, wahoo.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Operating from the gun, Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
They'll go again to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Got you, boy.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
25.
58, right over there, right over there.
Alert. 14.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Flag 90.
58, the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Watch out. He's checking. Crash. 25, check 25.
Hey, zero.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right there. 54 Mike. Yeah. Out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready? 50, plant. 49's the mic. Hey, high 7. 49's the mic, watch 49.
On first down, Eason. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I don't think you got it, sir. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Colbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Colbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back. 61. Matchbox lights. Bravo.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Record.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Yeah, that's right.
On 3rd down, Colbert eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this time he'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Colbert steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
58, boys, 58.
You're out.
Watch the run. Shim.
Say. Why?
Hey, Delta. Lead grip.
On 4th down, Colbert. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a
touchdown, Falcons. Corey Grant, 44 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, watch the slap.
Ready.
Throwing again. Colbert, he's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Colbert. Jones has it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Colbert forced out to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
You don't want this.
Hey, Echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Mike 5.
Operating from the gun. Colbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
58 to Mike, 58.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
It's a turnover on down.
Go! 18 Gator.
52.
Check 9, check 9.
Snap.
On first down, Grant. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,